has?
I have not.
Josh not gonna be here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, go ahead and call our Tuesday, January 13 meeting in order. If you would, please join me. Rise for a prayer and the pledge.
Please bow your heads with me. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and the many blessings you've given us. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here tonight to take into consideration things for this community, progress for this community, and things to better it. Lord, we just thank you for the new year ahead of us. We just ask that you be with each of us as we embrace this new year. We ask that you continue to be with our city and our community as we make changes and we drive for growth. Lord, we just thank you for these council members, for the volunteerism that they continue to provide. And we just ask that you be present in this meeting tonight, help them to make decisions as you would see fit, and just lead and guide the conversations. Lord, we just ask that you be with each person here tonight, that they have safe travels home back to their families. We ask that you lead us and guide us and forgive us where we fail you. We say all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, go ahead and go to roll call, please.
Mayor Kennedy?
Here.
Chairman Pro Tem Lewis?
Here.
Councilwoman Oplinger?
Here.
Councilwoman Pettit?
Here.
I do so at this time. Each citizen is limited to 3 minutes, and the council will not take action or discuss items at this time. Discussion should be limited to matters of city business, and public comment is not permitted in regard to personnel matters or on pending legal matters. Items introduced under public comment may become agenda items at a later date. Lisa Boyer.
I just wanted to tell everybody that things are going really well with the chocolate stroll. We've got it lined up. We have 12 different businesses that are actively participating already. We will have 12 different businesses providing 12 different kinds of chocolate. Nice variety. It'll be drinks, candy, everything you can imagine. We've got businesses that are donating Pamper You baskets too, so we should have 2 giveaway baskets for those people who buy tickets. And all you have to do is just scan this little deal. Anybody that wants to buy tickets, you can get 2 tickets for $40, and you have the options for all of this, including the Pamper Me baskets. And we encourage everybody to come down and join us for that day. I've talked with the businesses. They said that things are really thriving. Usually this time of year is a dead time of year. They said this last Thursday and Friday was still hopping and popping for January. So they said business is going really, really well downtown.
Good.
That's great.
That's good.
Thank you. Next up, Aiden.
Good evening, Council.
Hello.
Hello.
And I have returned with the review of multiple artists and a lot of community members with the flag. And I finally got the finalized version with everyone's suggestions within this folder.
Okay.
If anyone would like to look at those.
Is it the same one here that I made copies of as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
I'll
got
gladly take them.
that one.
Thank you, kind sir.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Aiden.
So what will happen is that we'll give it to these men and women up here, and then our next council session, when in closed session, we'll go through these and see what everybody thinks, and if that's the way we want to go, if we want to change anything or something like that.
All right.
So it's never an easy process, is it?
Mm-hmm. It's
So-
been 6 months almost.
Yep. Yep. We're slow but sure,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a beautiful rendition. So
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You
You
too.
too.
sir.
All right, no more public comment. We'll go on to council forum. Chairman Pro Tem,
I've got nothing tonight.
that's where I'm gonna be.
I had the hospital board meeting, really wonderful group of people, had a really good meeting. One of the things that was really interesting is the OB department was in U.S. News and World Report because they received an award for excellence. So it's a good thing for our city of Aurora. A lot of good things happening there.
That's fantastic.
Mhm.
That's great. Last week, I'm on the P&Z Planning and Zoning Commission, and we had a meeting. It was basically one person that applied to have rezoned, I forgot now, it's 4 or 5 different parcels of land. And the summary of all of that is that we need to go back. It was recommended to go back and to look at the zoning and to see what is really in, you know, C0, C1, C2, to make sure we're knowing what we're changing things to. Because changing from C1 to C2 can be a pretty big jump, especially when it's up against a residential area. So it was well received from the person that applied. So it wasn't a no, it's like, we'll think about it. We'll maybe do some tweaking to make it happen. So, and their heart's in the right spot. You know me, I had a solid waste meeting today. So, let's see, there's some House bills in the Senate, and to make a long story short, there's what their goal there is increasing the tipping fee at the landfills, and basically redoing the solid waste, all of it, and dismantling everybody. And so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But anyway, they had $64,000 to distribute to the area, our district, but they had requested $77,000, so not everybody got fully funded. But let's see. I don't know if I said it or not last time, but the tire cleanup, the state has this next year in 26, they have 3 sites that they will be cleaning up. So they are looking for submissions of where is recommended to go and have a site cleaned up. If you know, on a country road or whatever, there's a bunch of tires there, but it has to have at least 100 tires to qualify. And just because you submit it doesn't mean it's going to get done, because statewide they're only picking 3. And I can't remember if it was in 25, I think it was 24, when they cleaned up the one on South 39, and that is the only one they did statewide that year, because it took all the money. So, but anyway, so if you have any suggestions, you might let me know. And I think that's about it.
All right, I attended the P&Z meeting as well, and other than a long holiday break, we have a park board meeting coming up this Thursday, so not much else happened during the holidays.
Mr. Mayor, can I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
I apologize. Councilwoman Pettit, the $64,000 that you were referencing, is that the district grants?
Yes,
Do we
that
know
is.
yet have those been allocated yet?
Yes, and I'll talk to you about that, but
Okay.
yes.
Perfect.
Moving on to consent agenda, this will be for 6.1 approval of minutes from the regular session on December 23rd, and 6.2 December 2025 through January 2026 appropriations.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second, please vote.
Motion passes.
Thank you. No old business, so we'll move on to new business. 8.1 resolution number 2026-2074, Bad Boy Mower Cemetery Purchase.
Council, this is a budgeted item for 2026, and I've asked Brad to be here tonight to present to you his findings and his quotes.
Okay.
So we've had pretty good luck with the Bad Boy brand.
Good.
So I only got quotes on Bad Boy. I didn't go to Grasshopper or Hustler or anything like that. And I started with Sutherland's here in town. I went to Marionville Power Sports. And then the next closest one is a guy in Willard. got 3 quotes. I'm assuming you
Yep,
guys
we
have
do.
those quotes. But, I mean, I would love to stay with Sutherland's, but Marionville just, I mean, they knocked her down pretty good.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was over, if I remember, it was over 1,000 cheaper, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
They'd be
Yeah.
probably better for service as well, right?
yeah.
I mean, Sutherland's doesn't offer any kind of service for a mower, so it'd
They
probably be better
don't.
off with parts and things of
They
that
don't.
nature.
We still, if we have to go get parts, I usually try to go to Sutherland's, you know, but we haven't had really any major problems with them. So
Good.
we've had pretty good luck. I know they got a name out there, but we've had good luck with them.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Any
Make
further
a
questions?
motion that we accept resolution number 2026-2074 for the Bad Boy Mower Cemetery purchase.
Second?
Motion and second, please vote.
Motion passed.
Thank you. 8.2, special event application, Aurora Downtown Farmers Market.
Council, typically, community development would lead this, but I'm gonna let Lisa kind of present to you. This is a repeat of last year for the most part, with just some minor changes. Staff discussed the ongoing farmers market in the management meeting this morning with no concerns, and our recommendation is approval.
I'm very pleased to say that we had a really good turnout last year for our farmers market. I was hoping that we would have 20 vendors potentially for the whole year. We actually ended up with 47 applications at every farmers market except for the ones in September. We averaged anywhere from 15 to 20 vendors for every single farmers market that we had. Several of our vendors that came for our farmers market sold out of product. The one thing that we would like to see more of this next year is more veggie farmers. And I have reached out individually to several of those myself this winter and spoke with them and asked them what would it take for them to be there, what did they need, what did they like, what did they not like. And so I've gotten some really good comments back for that. And I've had several vendors already say, yes, I want to be a part of it again this year if you guys are able to move forward and have another farmers market. We are anticipating having it in the same spot. Originally, we were going to have it right in the middle of the parking lot next to the Chamber and Edward Jones, but it was really hot. So we ended up kind of working with the Chamber, and they let us have it there kind of on the Circle Drive there where there was more shade, and that worked out really well. And we were able to set up basically 12 vendors through that area at all times, and then the others just kind of spread out. We are looking to have more live entertainment. We actually had a meeting yesterday. We do have an event tied into that with every farmer's market for this next year so that we can hope to draw more and more people. We have got a dance studio. We have more live entertainment from 2 different performers. We are also working with the park board to see in correlation to the hydrant party and the touch-a truck or a big rig. So we're looking to try to tie all those in on the same day so that we can try to pull more and more stuff to the downtown area. The art walk is another thing that we did. We'll do it twice again this year. The art walk was massive along with the farmers market, and it pulled a lot of people. I know Carrie with her tracer system was able to look and see that we had several on the first one that we had on, I believe it was May 16th last year. We had, I believe it was over was it between 800 and 1,000 more people downtown that night than what we would normally have on a Friday night in May.
Yeah.
So we had a great, massive turnout for all of that, and the businesses are really rocking with that, and we have brought in several more businesses downtown this last year as well, too. So
That's exciting.
it seems to be a win-win.
Awesome. Thank you.
Make a motion that we accept the special event application for the downtown farmers market.
Second?
Motion and second, please vote.
Motion passed.
Thank you. All right, moving on to staff reports, city manager report.
Our agenda was pretty short tonight, council, because your staff is working hard on starting on these 2026 projects and things that we've started to put into motion. A few things that I'll highlight tonight: the body cams have been delivered for the police department, and upcoming installation and training from Axon is being scheduled. So they will come down and actually walk through every step of that with our staff. Our radio communication situation is mostly resolved. We have 2 portables and 1 mobile left to reprogram on Wednesday, and then that'll all be completed. The emergency action plan, that plan is in its final draft stages, And we have our tabletop exercise meeting, stakeholder meeting scheduled for tomorrow. That'll be from 10 to 2 at the rec center. We're providing lunch. And so that'll be where we actually walk through some tabletop exercises of a real world event. So Greg has done a fantastic job working with Shaleta, our consultant, on that, and given them a specific location in town that we will look at an actual event taking place. It'll be a combined tornado and flood situation. So knowing that those are the things that we're most prone to typically, that's what we'll be walking through tomorrow. And I have confirmed that utility providers and school representatives will be in attendance tomorrow to join us in that, to ensure that our partners that we feel are of primary importance are there to make sure we can coordinate in the event of a disaster. So looking forward to that tomorrow and finishing that project. Street Department has been working on the fence and gate installation at our new brush site. We have made some final determinations and planning on that. We'll have it open to the public the first Monday of each month from 7 to 3. So that will still allow citizen drop-off 1 day a month right now as we work through that transition. And then we'll work through if we need to see additional facilities or something out there moving forward. But we're going to be publicizing that this week and making those transitions. We have signage to identify it as well. That was something we wanted to make sure we got in place before we started publicizing that. So the street department has that sign put together, and it'll be identifiable, and the gates will be able to be closed now when it's not open. Brush pickup is scheduled for January 19th for typical date, but due to that being the Martin Luther King holiday, brush pickup will actually start on January 20th. So we'll be 1 day behind schedule due to that holiday. And then I wanted to mention Roger Thurman retired after 13 years of service to the city. He was the foreman in our street department, leaves some big shoes to fill, but that position was opened internally, and Brian Murray has been promoted to the foreman position. So we're excited about that change, but we're going to miss Roger, of course. He was a fantastic asset to the city. So we wish him well, and he's very excited about doing some things that he's had on his bucket list. So cemetery and parks both received new computers. So I think I'd mentioned to you all that we had some computers that weren't able to do the upgrade. And so we had to replace some of those unexpectedly. We did go with laptops and docking stations. Actually, they don't have formal docking stations yet, but we did go with laptops. So we're working at that thought process we had discussed on getting at least all the management team to laptops with docking stations so they're able to relocate in the event that a facility's not operational, or if they need to work from home or during a meeting or a conference or something. So we're still working through some glitches on getting those departments all set up. I've moved to laptop and docking station, and so far I love it. So we're excited about that transition. Let's see. We have a new group fitness class starting January 26th at the rec center. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be Mondays and Thursdays at 12:15 p.m. And they are looking to cater to people on their lunch break, and we are incentivizing city staff even having an opportunity to come join that if they'd like to in the middle of their workday. So Anthony's excited about that, and we'll have some further announcements about that coming pretty quickly. Airport, we did have an airport board meeting, and Councilman Blades was there at that meeting with me. The initial design documents are completed. I've finished most of the final signatures today. I'll be doing the rest tomorrow, and the design documents will be submitted to MoDOT this week. So we are moving forward on both of those 2026 projects that we had planned for. BSNA software is fully live. We are addressing some things at this point. So far we are functional, but we do have some things that are still hanging out there. Last week was the last full week that we would have BSNA staff on site to continue working through things, and we're not quite finished with some of that yet. We have some items with the map for the community development department where they can identify property owners for their letters. That's not finished. We have some questions about a disclaimer on our payment portal, and I wanted to mention that to you all in open session tonight. There's just been a couple questions come in from citizens where when you get to the payment portal to submit a sewer payment, there's a statement on there that indicates that by saving your card to the account, you're agreeing to BSNA doing future charges on that card in accordance with their terms. And I've had a couple people reach out to me directly with some concerns about that because you can't access the terms right there. So we questioned that with BSNA, and they're looking into that. Apparently, that's not just an Aurora thing, it's a BSNA payment portal-wide thing. So if you have any questions, come to you guys about that. Know that we're working on that. We've questioned it, and we're hoping to see some changes there, or at minimum, the terms being right there so that someone can go see what that actually is referring to. Our HR module, that's resolved as of late this afternoon, right? So, just some things we're still working on, and we're gonna be having, Jesse and I are gonna be having another meeting with, our initial salesman and the project manager, hopefully tomorrow, to address some of those things that we kind of feel like, it felt like a little bit of that was, rather than training on site, it was construction of our system that we expected to be done before they arrived. So just want to be open with you about that. We are up, we are running, utility billing is functional, but we are still working through some things. So please bear with us, and if any of your constituents share any concerns, please let me know, but know that we're working on getting everything finalized and doing the best we can. So
I'm sure you remember, but reminder, when we negotiated that, we did work in an extra week of priority support.
correct.
Okay.
And I have already utilized that in some conversation. So we hopefully will be getting some additional priority support here quickly.
Good.
Community development and public facilities, the City Hall rehab project continues. I'm really excited about the new lighting that if you've been around after dark, you can see, or if not, look tonight when you leave. The new lighting around the City Hall lawn has all been installed. We do still have 2 on the west side of the employee parking lot that we've got to work on a circuit, but the rest of them have been replaced, our bollard lighting, and then the new lights that shine up on the building, I think make it look really nice. When the project is complete, I think it's gonna be beautiful. The north steps have been demolished and the concrete pour will be complete by next week. They're assessing a possible pour tomorrow, but based on temperatures, we'll see how that goes. But that is in progress, and we've worked through getting that back in motion. The initial brick repair is mostly complete, as well as the tuck pointing, and they've started on the cleaning of the building. We do still have some things to address with the keystone stones that are above each window and some of those things, and just getting that right. But the project's going really well, and I'm really excited about how it's shaping up. So I think that's most of the things I was gonna highlight. City offices will be closed January 19th in observance of Martin Luther King Day, just a reminder of that. And I'll be attending the Missouri City Managers Association Winter Workshop the 22nd. So I'll be out of the office that day. Happy to answer any questions you might have for me or staff.
No question from me, but I do have a comment. Tell Jess thanks. I love the new layout of the appropriations. That fixed every one of my concerns I had from last time.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. I've said this to you guys already, but she has continued to work incredibly hard leading that project. And I'm in one of those situations where I delegated that to Jessica, and there's things that I don't know when staff come and ask me. I don't like that feeling, but I haven't needed to get in it. And she's just done fantastic at leading that whole project. Doing a good job of coming to me with concerns and decisions and things, but she's been really great.
That's
So
good.
I'm very grateful for her leading that.
Excellent. Any other questions? All right, with that, I will make a motion. We move into closed session pursuant to RSMO 610.021 for items 1, 3, and 13.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Kennedy?
Yes.
Chairman Pro Tem Lewis?
Yes.
Councilwoman Uplinger?
Yes.
Councilwoman Bennett? Yes. Councilman Blades? You are now in closed session.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Have a good evening.
Making confusing cards ready, please.